PWInsider put out this report. Vince McMahon was personally and heavily involved with last night's episode of Monday Night Raw. PWI has confirmed with multiple sources. They were told that about 15 to 20 minutes before Raw went live on the air, a number of late rewrites for the episode were ordered, described as not feeling like the type of changes talents and staff had come to expect under Triple H, Paul Levesque. Changes for the episode continued as the show well into being on the air, and we are told they came directly from Vince McMahon, who had his own office at Raw, just as he did before his retirement. While Vince stated he would not be in the weeds of creative, on CNBC yesterday, we were told by multiple sources who were at Raw that there was no doubt that Vince was firmly back in charge following the Endeavor acquisition of the company. PWInsider is told that the night started with Paul Levesque on headsets running Raw. But as the taping went on, it was McMahon who was more and more involved as the point person running the show. While McMahon was on headset producing a few times over WrestleMania 39 weekend, he was at the gorilla position for most of last night's Raw taping, directly overseeing the proceedings. Among some talents we spoke with, there was a huge negative shift in morale. As they realized that things were going to go back to exactly where they were before Paul Levesque was placed in control as Chief Content Officer. One source said the place felt nuked, but others didn't go that far. The feeling was that going forward, the likelihood was that McMahon would be overseeing everything again, leaving the creative once again to the whims and sensibilities, although whether that actually plays out remains to be. Don't be stupid. Don't do that. Although whether that actually plays out remains to be seen. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Let me finish this up. A big part of that feeling of resignation was that Levesque is genuinely liked and trusted by the talents, especially since so many came through the WWE NXT system. And for some of them, that feeling of security many had felt in the run from SummerSlam to WrestleMania was no longer a given, and would be far departure from how some we spoke to felt that night. Other talents more or less shrugged it off, feeling they always suspected all roads would lead to McMahon. Being back in the creative role, central creative role eventually. But wanting to see if this would be a regular thing or whether it just happened last night because McMahon was at TV due to being in Los Angeles for WrestleMania and the acquisition announcement. One person joked WWE was always McMahon's world and now it's back in the palm of his hand after he willingly gave it up last summer. I told you. I tried to tell y'all. Ladies and gentlemen, it is currently 1 a.m. To be exact, it's currently 1:15 for me. I just got done putting up my shorts. I was about to go to bed. I wrote off this previous episode of Raw after WrestleMania as just Triple H having a bad day. We'll get back to it on SmackDown. Things will be back to normal. Little did I realize, things weren't back to normal for a while. The Triple H era of WWE, I feel like it ended a lot longer before WrestleMania. There was a noticeable dip in quality for a while. Only now are we witnessing it. It's come to fruition with this episode. This was the worst it's ever been. And ain't it funny? Ain't it funny we see talent like Asuka and Bayley come out on Twitter saying, nah, we not gonna take this shit no more. Asuka openly bashing WWE. Matter of fact, let me pull it up. It's still up. I don't think she took it down. I'm sure she didn't take it down. Maybe she did. No, she didn't. Here it is. I might as well go back to Japan. But I bet a lot of you guys, my friends, will miss me when I leave WWE. Now I need the power of your anger. Let's bring chaos to the boring women's division with me. Let's bring chaos to the women's division. Let's bring chaos to the WWE. Asuka was not on the show tonight. You know who also was not on the show? Noticeably not alongside Damage Control? Bayley. Look at her tweet. And sometimes the most romantic love story comes to an end. Bye. If my suspicions are correct, they realized that Vince was back. And they dipped. They won't be the only ones. I just saw Grizzled Young Vets requested their release. That's on NXT, by the way. We're going to see a lot more wrestlers ask for their release because they felt safe with Triple H. They know what a Vince McMahon WWE will look like. They know that with him at the helm, everything is going straight to hell. This son of a bitch lied. Of course he did. He lied to you the moment he said he was just back to sell the company. All of it. And Bruce Pritchard, Nick Khan, Kevin Dunn, all of them lied to us. All of them. To our faces. The gaslighting that we had to go through. Every time he was asked, are you coming back to creative? Yes and no. And no, at first it was a no. Then it became a yes and no. According to this report, he's back. He is back firmly. Triple H coming out on Raw saying we're not going nowhere. I'm assuming he means him and Vince. Because it seems like to me, Vince decided, well, it's my show now. So, that opening promo with Triple H, it gave you hope. Well, I'm sorry to tell you that there is no hope. Stop lying to yourself. This isn't the first time. This can't be the first time you thought Vince McMahon was back in charge. This is just the first time it's being confirmed. I refuse to believe this is the first episode that he has run. It might be the first episode under him completely, but I'm pretty sure he's run other episodes behind the scenes. You know what I mean? Puppet master, while using the puppet, Triple H, to do his bidding. It was fun while it lasted. Now WWE gets to go back to scripts being ripped up, to storylines being dropped, to the women getting less TV time, being featured less unless Vince likes you, matches not meaning anything, comedy that doesn't go anywhere, horrible comedy, period, storylines not having a satisfying conclusion, random shit happening. Because we're at the mercy, once again, of a senile, out-of-touch old man who couldn't let it go. Everyone told him, we don't want you back. Vince, go away. Stephanie told him that. Triple H told him that. Nick Khan told him that. All those gutless sons of bitches in suits told him that. And he bullied his way back in. Sold the company to Ari Emanuel. And Ari gave him what he wanted. Control. He gave him control. And he lied. He lied and he lied his ass off. I will not be involved with creative. And he was. And so now, here's what we need to see. The talent need to follow in the footsteps of Bayley and Asuka. You lied to us, Vince. Now, I'm going to do what I got to do. I don't want to work for you. So I'm going to leave. You had to do that. You have to walk away. The talent need to walk. I'm sorry. I get that you got families to feed, but this man is going to ruin your livelihood. He is going to kill your passion unless you walk. The beautiful thing about walking away, you have other options now. Yes, AEW's packed, but you know what? You still got New Japan Pro Wrestling. You still got all these other companies, these new ones coming up. There are options out there. Impact Wrestling, you can go somewhere. Would you rather stay here for the money and take the abuse? Or would you rather go somewhere and be happy? Because you leaving is going to send a message to Endeavor. It's going to send a message to the real boss, which is Ari Emanuel, that Vince McMahon is toxic, he's a cancer, and as long as he's here, we will never work for you. You will not have a roster. I need to see a mass exodus from every single talent from the top to the bottom. Because unless all of you leave, he will keep coming back. I don't give a fuck anymore. I'm done. Thank you, Vince McMahon, for helping to create WWE. Yes, I've said that 10,000 times. Without Vince McMahon, I wouldn't be here as a wrestling fan. You can keep that respect. But every single day I see and read these stories of him being unable to let it go and him killing his own product, that respect continues to dwindle and dwindle and dwindle until I see him as a fucking criminal. Unrelated, I'm pretty sure he sure as hell did force himself on those women, and he doesn't feel sorry about it. I don't trust this narcissist, this liar. All I've ever wanted from WWE is a good TV product. That's it. Strong characters, good wrestling, a reason to care. I can't have that with Vince here. I will never have that with Vince here. Because Vince doesn't care about anyone but Vince. He'll lie to you and tell you he does. No. So, with this Endeavor deal, what's going to fuck it up is that the entire roster leaves. I see that happening first before people stopping watching. I don't see fans altogether stop watching. That would be nice too. Fans stop watching, you stop buying merchandise, and then the wrestlers leave too. Oh, that would definitely send a message. No, what needs to happen is that the talent need to stand up. The talent need to tell Vince, we're not working for you, sir. We work for Triple H. You want us to come back? Make Triple H in charge and go away. There needs to be a protocol in place for something like this. If Vince is going to come back, we should be able to leave. And I knew that rumor was fucking bullshit. That rumor that, hey, well, if Vince comes back, then that would be a violation of the deal. Ari only wants Triple H in charge. And before any of you say it's just one show, It's not just one show. Don't be stupid. Don't be naive. I don't usually say that on this channel. I'm done. It's late. Stop ignoring the red flags. No, he's not going to do this for one night. He's back. He lied to you. You were tricked. You fell for it, and you shouldn't have. The WWE that you loved under Triple H is gone. It's gone until he leaves. I don't give a goddamn about how much money they made. $21 billion my ass. It ain't worth it for the product that we got. Fuck him. Every wrestler, every female wrestler, if you have a fucking backbone, you would go up to Vince, spit in his face, and tell him, fuck you. Fuck you for ruining my passion for wrestling. Fuck you. You wanna take over your company? Fine, have it. I don't want to work for you. It's his company. You know what, Vince? It's yours. Have it. No one will work for you. How are you going to have a company without talent, Vince? That is the only thing. And anyone else that stays and continues to work knowing that this shit is garbage, you are enabling this behavior. He lied to you. He broke the law. He forced his way back into the company, and everyone is bending over backwards for him. And it's gutless, spineless. And so now, the product that I love gets to suffer. I knew as soon as that episode of Raw was over with, I said, Vince has got to be back. Vince has got to be back. It makes no sense for WrestleMania to be as good as it was, to then turn around and get that crappy episode after WrestleMania. Oh, long and behold. He's not going to stop. He's not going to stop until people finally tell him, we're never going to work for you ever again. If you want your company to live, you need to go away. Everyone needs to have a fucking backbone. And the people who stay, you don't care about wrestling. That's fine. The ones who do, get the hell out of there. GTFO. GTFO. It's time. GTFO. Get the fuck out. We're done. No more. Look at your history. Look at all the shit that he brought you through. I don't give a shit what anyone... And you know what? There are going to be people in the comments. Fuck you. There are going to be people in the comments telling me that I'm overreacting. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Your comments probably deleted anyways. Regardless, there are going to be people who hate you for it, call you a coward, you're giving up your money, you're not doing it for your family. No. If you truly care about the WWE, if you truly care about this business, you would walk out. You would tell Vince, you would tell Triple H, you know what, dude? Till he leaves, I'm not wrestling for you. You can just do Brock Lesnar all you want. Do Brock Lesnar, have some UFC wrestlers come in and really fuck up the company. See how long that lasts. You gotta do it. You gotta do it. If you don't do it, I'm sorry. Vince McMahon will continue to kill WWE little by little. You read the report with me. Morale took a fucking nuke. It got nuked tonight. It took a fucking dive because of this. I am so sick of hearing about Vince McMahon. I am over hearing about Vince McMahon. You need to do something. Grow some fucking balls. Is it worth your soul? Is the money worth your soul? Are the hours, are the days, are the bumps, all of it worth your soul? Because if it is, then fuck you. Don't call this an overreaction. It's the exact reaction that it deserves. He's back. Not for one night, he's back. And he lied to you. He lied to us. Go figure. But that's WWE for you. That's WWE for you. We should all follow in the footsteps of Bayley and Asuka. It's not going to get better until he's gone. Don't expect it to get better until he's gone. If you hated tonight's episode of Raw, it's going to get worse. All that goodwill, all that good faith that Triple H brought back to the company, all Vince had to do was stay at home. Could have been majority shareholder. Stephanie, Nick Khan, Triple H could have ran the company, made a lot of money, gave him some money. He gave up dictatorship. He gave up the fact that he owned all the shares just for this. Just to be in charge of creative again. He couldn't let it go. So we need to just be done with him. Somehow, some way. Can we please be done? Someone's got to do something. They got to fight him. I don't know, sue him, mass exodus, people stop watching. Something's going to happen. Something has got to happen. Because unless something happens, then this is it. What you got tonight on Raw, that is WWE's future. And trust me when I say this, that's not a future I look forward to. That's my video. Give me your thoughts. And have a good day.